Do you ever believe that you don't deserve food or you don't deserve love? Hello, my name is Stephanie. I'm a therapist on Long Island, New York that specializes in the treatment of eating disorders and body image issues. If you liked this video or found it helpful at the end, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're interested in learning more about eating disorders, eating issues, body image issues, general mental well-being, and therapeutic tools that can help, basically everything to work on achieving more of a state of balance in your life, please subscribe to my channel. I think you'll find it helpful. So today I wanted to talk about this idea that you do not deserve food, or you are the exception to the human being, what every human being deserves, food or love or anything like that. I hear this so often in my work. So many people, or so many of my clients rather, are telling me that, oh, they don't deserve food, or maybe they had a really hard food day and then they're saying, oh, well, I didn't eat X, Y, and Z, and we'll explore why that is, and they'll say, well, I feel like I don't deserve it. When I hear one of my clients telling me that they feel they don't deserve food, typically my reaction is something like, oh my goodness, did you murder somebody? And they laugh because they know what I'm getting at. They know that that is illogical, that they are the only person to not deserve food. And I'll ask, okay, well, do you think that other people don't deserve food? And they're like, no. And I say, well, why are you the exception? And they know that there's no exception to them. They're not a murderer, they're not a terrible person, even though their eating disorder is trying to make them believe that they don't deserve something that is a basic human need and a basic human right, that they don't deserve that. And that is all the eating disorder. And I know I've talked about it in another video, and I'm going to link that in one of these sides, or on one of these sides in the video at the end, for exploring more about the eating disorder self and the healthy self, because there really are two different parts of yourself when you are struggling with an eating disorder. So side note, as I had expressed earlier about my comment about, oh my goodness, are you a murderer, something like that, I do incorporate humor into a lot of my sessions because it seems to be something that can kind of break the barriers down a little bit. We know that a lot of what the eating disorder, or almost, well, everything really that the eating disorder says is illogical, and sometimes it's really hard to face that. So sometimes when you're able to incorporate humor a little bit more into it, it's kind of like a relief, like, oh yeah, like I know it's illogical, and it makes it a little bit more comfortable to talk about and to deal with and to confront a bit more, which is why earlier on I had expressed something that I do say in sessions that I have said a lot of times, using humor, when I confront that idea that someone is the exception to the need or the desire for food. So I'll ask my clients, why do you think, or how come you feel that you don't deserve food? Do you believe that other people don't deserve food? And the answer to the question always is, well, I'm the exception. And they're able to identify that that's a very illogical thought. If you are a human being, and that's what I'll say too, like, well, are you human? And they'll be like, ha ha ha, yes, I know, I am. Yes, I know that I need food in order to survive. And you might feel like this in a lot of different areas of your life. And it may not just be with food. You might also feel that you don't deserve love, or you don't deserve to put yourself first, or insert whatever it is here. There's probably a lot of things that, if you're struggling with an eating disorder and struggling with self-worth, that you feel that you do not deserve. Meanwhile, logically, you can acknowledge that most people, as long as, you know, provided they're not a murderer, most people do deserve those types of things in their lives. Another way that I hear a lot of my clients describing how they're the exception, again, the exception to the rule, is when it comes to attractiveness. They might feel that they truly are ugly and one of the least attractive people in the world. Meanwhile, it's very interesting, they're able to usually identify people who look very similar to them, and they say, well, that person, it looks good on that person, or that feature looks good on that person, but I'm the exception. Let me make a very big truth apparent to you. You are not the exception. I know, right? Like, mind blown. But you're not. You're not the exception to the human race. You're not the only person that doesn't deserve happiness or food or love or putting yourself first. You do deserve and need food. You do deserve love. You do deserve happiness. You do deserve to put yourself first. You are not the exception. Let that sink in. I know that is extremely difficult to accept, but I know that you know logically I'm right. And logically that is true, that you are not the exception. You are a human being and you deserve everything good in life that life has to offer you. I hope that you found this video helpful, and I hope that you found it helpful for your healthy self to push you a little bit more forward into recovery, whether that's from an eating disorder or whether it's just about recovery from your mental health issues or mental health struggles. I hope you found it helpful, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you do find these types of videos helpful. I do have a blog as well. I'll link in the description below. Feel free to check it out. It talks more about all these types of things as it pertains to achieving more of a state of balance in your life, whether that's if you have an eating disorder, any type of eating issue, or any really mental health issue. Now, leave a comment down below whether you believe that you are the exception to the rule. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Have a great one. Bye.